Today we're starting a brand new series on boundaries. Tracy, who is this series for before we even get into the definition of a boundary? Obviously, it's for someone who isn't very good at setting boundaries. So what does that person look like?
Yeah. I mean, boundaries are necessary for us in every relationship, in our friendships, marriage, and our parenting, at work. And so maybe some of you have found this series because you are constantly stressed out by relational things. You feel like people infringe on you, or you have emotions about things that happen in relationship, but you're not really sure why you feel how you feel or what to do about it. So boundaries is really a foundational idea, and we have to think about it in terms of, your property line. Like, think about your house or where you live and how a fence kind of defines your property line. So you feel comfortable saying, this is my property and I allow people on it, or I don't allow people on it. And that works in relationship with people also.
So boundaries define what is you and what is not you. Boundaries help you to understand what is your responsibility and what isn't your responsibility.
Correct. And so maybe you have fallen prey to this idea that you try to take responsibility for other people's choices, or you try to control what other people are doing, and you're realizing that's just not how it works. Your boundaries, you need to understand boundaries, not only how other people don't infringe on your property, but also how you don't infringe on somebody else.
So Tracy, for this first topic, since it's a warm-up topic, let's walk through these three survey questions that you should ask yourself to determine if you need to set better boundaries. Question number 1, do you feel uncomfortable or imposed upon in some relationship in your life?
Yeah, so this might be in a friendship with someone that just has maybe expectations of you, of your time, whether it be, in a phone call every day, wanting to unpack the day, or it's meeting for lunch every week. And you feel like, I love this person and I like to spend time with them. I just don't know if I need to spend as much time with them, or I don't have the time to talk on the phone every day. So you feel this feeling of like, how do I not disappoint this person, but I don't have the same need maybe they have.
Now, again, we want to encourage you to answer that for yourself, because I think that will help you as you go through this series, because Tracy will address, what to do about this in the next few topics. Here's the second question. Can you express your own beliefs freely, or are you just a yes man for the beliefs and convictions of others?
Yeah, so this might present itself in work, or maybe in marriage, or maybe with family dynamics where other people have strong opinions about the way things should go. And maybe you feel like in your heart of hearts, I don't know if I really agree with that, or I might see that a little bit differently, but you don't feel like you have the freedom or the strength to stand up to that and express your own opinion. So you just kind of go along with what the party line is.
Okay, so here's the third question. Are you putting a ton of energy into trying to change someone else and it doesn't seem to be working?
Yeah, and we're going to talk more about this next week in the 10 laws of boundaries, but this is a really important one for people to understand. Boundaries, you don't have the ability to change or control anybody else. So you can't make someone choose or behave or do what you want them to do. You only have control of yourself. And that is something that comes into clear focus in parenting and marriage and every relationship that we have, where we misunderstand the power that we have. It is not over somebody else. It is only over our own choices, behaviors, and actions.
All right, now remember, this is just the first topic in this series. Tracy, we're going to talk more about these 10 laws of boundaries. We're going to talk about applying this in marriage and parenting, with your in-laws, with your friendships. All of that is coming. So we hope that you'll join us for this entire 6-week series. But right now, what we want you to do is to use those questions down below to just start the conversation on setting boundaries in your life. And again, if you want to pick up the book that we're using for this, we really encourage you to do that. Read along as you go through this 6-week series together.